What if Tanjiro Kamado never learned water breathing? What if, from the very beginning, he was trained by the former Thunder Hashira, Jigoro Kuwajima? No flowing movements, no defensive patience, only speed, pain, and lightning-fast resolve. This single change wouldn't just affect Tanjiro, it would rewrite the entire Demon Slayer story. Tanjiro's journey doesn't begin on Mount Sagiri. Instead, it begins on a mountain where storms never seem to rest. At Jigoro's estate, there is no kindness disguised as wisdom. There is no room for hesitation. Thunder breathing is brutal. It demands explosive legs, perfect timing, and the willingness to end a fight in a single moment. Tanjiro is forced to run uphill with weighted legs, repeat a single sword draw thousands of times, and endure pain until his muscles shake uncontrollably. And every time he collapses, Jigoro gives him the same command, again. Most people would break here, but Tanjiro doesn't. Not because he's gifted, but because he refuses to stop. Thunder breathing isn't a natural fit for Tanjiro. Unlike Zenitsu, he doesn't have overwhelming talent. What he does have is stamina, pain tolerance, and an unshakable will to move forward. Instead of mastering multiple forms, Tanjiro perfects the first form early. One step, one strike, no wasted motion. He doesn't fight longer, he fights cleaner. At final selection, the difference is immediate. Demons don't surround him, they fall. One flash of movement, one decapitation. Tanjiro doesn't walk away unscathed, but he walks away standing. Early missions end faster. The swamp demon barely has time to react. Kyogai never controls the battlefield. But everything truly changes on Mount Natagumo. Rui expects hesitation, he expects struggle, but Tanjiro doesn't clash with him, he outpaces him. And when Tanjiro remembers his father's dance, something new is born. Not water breathing evolving into the sun, but sun breathing carried by thunder. Hinokami Kagura executed at lightning speed. Rui doesn't realize what's happening until his head hits the ground. The fight ends without a miracle, only execution. Training under Jigoro also changes Zenitsu. Instead of being alone with his fear, he now has a rival. Tanjiro becomes steady discipline. Zenitsu remains raw emotional power. They sharpen each other, and Jigoro witnesses something he never expected, thunder breathing evolving beyond himself. Now we arrive at Akaza. This is where the timeline truly fractures. Akaza's strength lies in prolonged combat, in reading fighting spirit, in sensing intent. But thunder-trained Tanjiro doesn't linger. He doesn't build rage, he moves. The first clash surprises Akaza. Tanjiro doesn't approach, he appears. Sun-breathing strikes land before Akaza fully adapts, and something strange begins to happen. Akaza's compass flickers, because Tanjiro isn't chasing victory, he's chasing completion. Thunder training, harsh and unforgiving, accidentally pushes Tanjiro closer to the selfless state. Less ego, less intent, more motion. Akaza bleeds earlier than he should, and when Akaza's memories surface, Tanjiro is already in position. He doesn't hesitate. He doesn't scream. He strikes. Akaza still falls through teamwork, but faster, cleaner, and with less sacrifice. Against the upper moons, Tanjiro survives longer, not because he's stronger, because he's faster, more efficient. By the time he faces Muzan, his legs move like lightning, and his sun-breathing strikes land before Muzan fully adapts. He bleeds, he suffers, but he does not stop. So, would Tanjiro be stronger in this timeline? He loses defensive versatility. He pays a higher physical cost, but he gains something terrifying: decisiveness. This Tanjiro is not a flowing river. He is a lightning strike guided by the sun. If you enjoyed this What If, like the video, subscribe for more anime rewrites, and tell me, would you choose Urokodaki or Jigoro? Because one teaches survival, and the other
teaches finality.